Yo, what's good? Next your name, Amolytics. Happy Monday today, September 8th. Been a minute, but good to be back. I'll give the usual my top five. Today, no homer, but I do have my top five, and then I'll release that on the IG as well. Starting out, I like Lopez of Miami going against Cavalli of Washington. Cavalli's been struggling with right-handers. Has a reverse split here, 1,000 OPS, two right-handers in the short stint that he's been in the major leagues. Got shelled against the Yankees away, pitched decent against Philly, and what I like about this is that Miami just saw him last week on Tuesday, in which he went 5 innings there and was pulled after 75 pitches. Lopez has been hitting well. He has a 178 WRC plus versus right-handed pitching over the course of the past 2 weeks. I'm pulling up his stats now. Went also to note, I know it's a small sample size, but did go 2 for 2 against Cavalli last week. All right, here we go. You got Lopez here. He has a hit in his last 4 out of 6. Had 2 homers last game against Philly. Has multiple hits in 2 out of those 4. And then it's been, quite a division slate for them for the past since the 25th of August. And he's been batting well, doing well in these games. I expect him to continue that at home against, this Washington team that's not really good themselves. Miami has junk on the mound, so, I consider it pretty even pitching-wise. But I'll give Miami the nod at home here. Next up, I like Albies of Atlanta. Really has been the only bright spot of the Atlanta lineup, for a little bit now. Has 2+ hits in his last 5 out of 8. Started this month with 2+ hits in the 4 out of 6 games. An extra base hit in 4 out of those games as well. Just saw Shada Imanga, who he's going up against today. He just saw him last week in Chicago. Albies has been hitting left-handed pitching well. Has a 238 WRC plus over 20 plate appearances against left-handed pitching over the course of the past 2 weeks. I believe, and he has great history against Shada. I think he's 4 for 6, with a home run there. Shada is, prone to giving up home runs as he is a fly ball pitcher, and then, the hot weather in Atlanta, balls tend to fly as well. So I like Albies here against Imanga to keep his good history going. Next up, I got 2 here. Going against Krismat of the Diamondbacks. Naturally, he's a relief pitcher, but they moved him into the starting role there. Pitched decently well against Texas last week. Texas right now is not really, anything with Seager out. So I really don't give that too much weight there. Got shelled against Milwaukee. That was expected. We went against him with Frelick there. Pitched decently well against Cincy and Colorado, who, really don't have a pulse at all. So, and if you've been watching San Fran over the course of the past 2 to 3 weeks, they've been shelling everybody, and I don't expect it to be any different here. They get to go back home. Little travel. I think they were in St. Louis, but at the same time, Arizona just played Sunday Night Baseball against Boston, so I feel like the travel is about the same. They played yesterday afternoon against St. Louis. But going to speak to, I like Lee of San Fran. He has a 232 WRC plus versus right-handed pitching over the course of past week, and then over the course of the past 2 weeks, he has a 556 on base percentage. against right-handed pitching, in which Chris Matt is struggling with left-handed batters. And then I also like in which left-handed batters have a 904 OPS versus Chris Matt. And then I like Dominic Smith of San Fran too. Someone whose platoon hits from the left side only, is going to get at bats when they're facing a right-handed starter. He has a 153 WRC plus in his last 14 days, sorry, and then a hit in his last 8 games. So I like both of them to keep it going there against Chris Matt, and for San Fran to get to Chris Matt here. And then lastly, I like Alonso going against Nola. Nola hasn't looked the same this year by any means. Has gotten shelled almost every time he's went out. Has given up 4+ earned runs in his last 3 out of 4, and then his last 5 out of 6. So I believe the Mets can get to him here. The Mets been hitting the ball pretty well. Did quite like slow down a little bit these last 2 games against Cincy, but I don't expect them to get shut out by Nola here. They've already seen him this year, but that was back in April. They got 9 base runners, 4 earned off of him. But Alonso has great history against Nola and has been hitting the ball well against right-handed pitching over the course of the past 2 weeks, in which he has a 221 WRC plus. Does have a 1,092 OPS against Nola as well. So you could look homer here against Nola, who hasn't looked the same as of late. But that is my top 5. I did say those in order, in which I like Lopez, Albies, Lee, Smith, and then Alonso. I will release these on my IG at Next Gen Amolytics, so follow there. If you ever miss here, I'm going to be posting on there too. If you want to be notified when I post, please subscribe and turn your notifications, like, comment, share. Let's go. Let's get this money.